Hey everybody, it's Steve. It is Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. And it is New Year's Day. It's the first day of 2020. And I just want to do this video to wish everybody a Happy New Year's. And last night I did a video where last night early this morning at like 11:59 p.m. last night and midnight today, I did a video where I just wanted to record the final seconds of 2019 and the beginning of 2020 and record the countdown on the TV when they were counting down to the new year, and I recorded the clocks to show you the final minute of 2019 and the first minute of 2020. So I did that, and I also recorded the fireworks too, because there were fireworks. It wasn't that much like the 4th of July, but there were some fireworks, and I recorded a little bit of it. And I wanted to put it at the end of this video. But here's the thing. I accidentally deleted that video because I had other videos that I wanted to delete to have more space, more storage on this thing. And so I was deleting videos, and apparently I accidentally deleted the video I did recording the final seconds of last year and first seconds of this year. I accidentally deleted it with those other video clips. And little upset. I really wanted to put that at the end of this video, to show you my reaction to the new year and the countdown. But I had to delete it by accident. And it's not that big of a deal. Not that upset. I mean, it would have been nice to put that clip at the end of this video, but whatever. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but I just wish I didn't delete it so I could put it at the end of this video. But it is what it is. But yeah, basically just gonna talk a little bit about some of the good and bad things of last year, 2019, and what to look forward to this year. Now, last year wasn't really the best year for me. Wasn't really a great year. Kind of a shitty year. A lot of shitty things happened, and I'm gonna talk about a few of them. Not all, but just a couple of them. One shitty thing last year was back in March, on March 23rd, when the water heater in my building exploded, and so I couldn't stay here. I couldn't stay here, and I had to stay with my dad for like a week and a half or whatever, because they wouldn't allow us to stay, because there was no hot water and it was flooded. Which that's if you watch the fire alarm video I did that day, that's the reason why they went off, because there was a huge loud explosion, the water heater explosion. Remember, I was just getting out of the shower and I heard a huge bang. At first I thought it was the upstairs neighbors, which luckily just recently they moved out, which is awesome. Thank God. Awesome. Hopefully the neighbors, because there's eventually going to be people moving in up there soon. Hopefully they're not as annoying. Hopefully they got carpet in this room above me, so it won't be that loud when they're walking. But I thought they dropped something really heavy on the ground, like a bowling ball, or I don't fucking know. I thought they dropped something really heavy. But then a couple seconds after I heard the loud bang, I heard the fire alarms going off. And yeah, and then I saw the hallways were starting to get flooded. And I found out that it was a water heater explosion. So yeah, so we couldn't stay here for a week and a half. I had to stay at my dad's, and I had to sleep on the couch because I couldn't stay in my room that I would stay in when I would stay the night there during high school when I would be there, because my mom, who was also staying with my dad, she was sleeping in my room. Hang on, let me see something. 20%. Oh, fuck. Hopefully it doesn't die. Yeah, so she was sleeping in my room that I would stay in when I would spend the night there when I'd be there in high school. Well, I had to sleep on the couch, and it was pretty uncomfortable, and I don't know, it just sucked. Really sucked. And then a week and a half later, when we were able to come back, the first couple days sucked because there were these people that were over. They had to paint the walls in the living, not in my room. It's the same in here, but they had to paint the walls and put new carpet in, and it just sucked. But yeah, that was a shitty thing about 2019. Another shitty thing, trying to think, there were a lot of shitty things. It's just kind of a boring year, to be honest. Nothing really exciting happened. My favorite sports teams sucked. The Blackhawks were bad. They missed the playoffs. And so far, the first half of this season, which was the 2019 part, not the best. They've been playing better lately, but maybe they'll get hot and make the playoffs. Who knows? But they weren't the best. The Cubs weren't the best. They were depressing and hard to watch. They had a chance to make the playoffs. They were like maybe 3 games behind the St. Louis Cardinals for first place, in a game behind the Brewers or whatever for the wild card spot in like late September. They had a chance, a golden opportunity to either take a wild card spot, at least a wild card spot, or win the division and make the playoffs. They had a golden opportunity. And they were going to play the Cardinals, who were in first, who they were trying to catch up for first. And they got swept. They lost 9 games in a row, including getting swept by the Cardinals. And they had a chance to win all 4 of those games. They should have at least won 3 of them. But they had a chance to win all 4, because one of the games, they were down by 4 runs, and they tied it up late, and they just needed a hit to win it, and they failed to do that. And then they lost, and they just got swept that series. And they should have won at least 3 games. And they also got swept by the following series against the Pirates, which they should have won a couple games. They had a golden opportunity, and they fucking shit the bed and failed and missed the playoffs. And the reason why they didn't play that well is because they had injuries. They're either players out due to injuries, or some players who they were playing. They did have injuries, but they were playing through injuries, and it's not really when you play through injuries, that might affect the way you play. You may not play great if you're injured. And that's why the Cubs were bad, because they had so many injuries. If they were healthier, they probably would have made the playoffs. And I think this year will be a better year. They can make the playoffs, but they just have to stay healthy. But that just sucked. And the Bears just sucked. They were Super Bowl contenders, and going into the season, they fucking didn't play the best. My favorite sports teams in general just sucked. But yeah, and it was just a boring year. What else? What other shitty things happened? I don't know. I got a cold back in late January because we had really bad cold weather, record-breaking cold. It caused me to get a cold, which sucked. And I got honked at a couple times. I remember back in early January when I was doing a vlog coming from Speedway, and I also got honked at back in May when I wasn't even in the car's way, but still honked at me. I got yelled at by this dumbass for walking on his property because, he was the guy in the car, that I was trying to get out of the way that caused me to walk on his property. I saw a car turning, and he was driving on this part of the street, so I had no other choice but to walk on his lawn to get out of his way, because I didn't want to get beeped at, because that pissed me off, or just get ran over and get killed. So I had no other choice but to move over to his property, and I had no other time to get to that side, because he probably would have already honked at me. But, yeah, and I was walking on his property to get out of his way, and he rolled down his window, "Hey, please don't walk on the grass." That pissed me off. Now, just other shitty things happen. I'm not gonna... It was just a really boring year, too. Nothing exciting happened. That's what sucked. Nothing exciting happened. It was just boring and depressing. But yeah, other depressing and shitty things happened, but I'm not gonna name them all. Some good things, the summer was alright. I hung out with my friend Adrian a lot. Played baseball. I don't know. I don't know that many great things. It was just not the best year. But hopefully 2020 is a better year. Hopefully better things will happen. Hopefully less shitty things will happen. There are things I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to summer. Hopefully this summer's great. You know, when the weather gets warmer, me and my buddy Adrian will be able to go play baseball, which I'm definitely looking forward to. Looking forward to baseball season, and hopefully the Cubs are good and have a bounce back year and make the playoffs, maybe win a World Series. I hope so. Hopefully the Blackhawks get hot and make the playoffs, win a Stanley Cup. Maybe the Bears bounce back and be a good team. Yeah, just hopefully my favorite sports teams does good. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah. Just hopefully, there's a lot to look forward to this year. I'll record the fireworks on the 4th of July. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to doing plenty of thunderstorm videos in the spring and summer. Just gotta get a drink of Monster. And, yeah. Let me see something. Make sure it didn't run out of storage. Alright. But, yeah. And hopefully 2020 doesn't fly by. I swear to God, I can't believe it's 2020 already. I remember when it was just 2012. 2012 was 8 years ago. Can you believe it? 8 fucking years ago. It feels like it was at least 2 or 3 years ago by max. But it was 8 years ago, are you kidding me? It was that long? My God, time flies. Seriously, time seriously needs to slow the hell down. Because if time keeps on flying by, the more time flies by, the sooner I will to be becoming an old man with wrinkly, saggy skin, gray or white hair, age spots, hunchback, walking with a cane or a walker, end up in a nursing home, not being able to do anything myself anymore, having someone take care of me, do things for me, stuck in a chair or a bed, with no future ahead of me, and basically being close to death and dying and ceasing to exist, never being able to see the world ever again for the rest of eternity. You know, it just sucks. You know, the faster time flies by, the faster I will to being old. I mean, seriously, slow down. I don't want to be an old man anytime soon. How can people live being old? I see these old people and I think to myself, how the fuck could they live being at that stage of life? Can't do anything anymore? At the end of your life, you look old and frail, you look like shit, and you feel like shit. My God. Hopefully, there is a cure for aging. Hopefully, this decade, the 2020s, will be the decade where there will be a cure for aging. I was actually watching the news a couple hours ago, and they actually mentioned, something about and maybe the next couple years a cure for dementia, which is an age-related disease, which one thing that causes aging or whatever, one symptom of aging. They were testing it on mice, and yeah, and they said in the next couple of years it may be available for humans. So there's maybe a step in the right direction. There's maybe a little progress. I hope so. But yeah, hopefully there'll officially be a cure for aging soon. Dr. Aubrey de Grey, a scientist from SENS Foundation, who is looking to find a cure for aging. Hopefully he does, because I don't ever want to get to that stage of life. 80-something years, the average lifespan is not enough. That is way too young, way too short. Fuck that. We need to end aging. Seriously. I know I did a bunch of rants on aging. I always talk about it. I did a rant on it. But seriously, aging is so depressing. You can't eat or drink anything. You can't drink Monster or Red Bull, Coke, Pepsi, RC, Sprite, Fanta, 7-Up, Mountain Dew. Can't eat unhealthy foods like fast food like McDonald's, Burger King, White Castle, Wendy's, KFC, Taco Bell, or Twinkies, cupcakes, pizza, cheeseburgers, You can't eat that stuff, and fuck that. So yeah, time seriously needs to slow the hell down. I don't want to be at old age anytime soon. I want to be young for a long time, if not forever. And hopefully there will be a cure for aging where it will prevent us from ever getting to that stage. But yeah, in the 2010s decade in general, I mean, this is a new decade, the 2020s. The 2010s was, there were some good years and some shitty years for me. 2010 was, it was okay. Not the best, not the greatest. Or the shittiest. 2011 was, again, it was decent, I say. 2012 was great. That was a good year. 2013 was decent. 2014 was kind of shitty. There were some good moments that year. The only good times that year was late in the year, like November and December, and parts of the summer. Other than that, that was kind of a shitty year. 2015 was kind of good. That was a pretty good year. 2016 was good for the most part. 2017 was decent. 2018 and 2019 sucked. So yeah, hopefully 2020 will be a good year. And hopefully this year or decade doesn't fly by. I mean, jeez. But yeah, just hopefully this year's a good year. Lot to look forward to. And yeah, I just wish everybody a happy new year, happy 2020. Wish everybody the best this year. And yeah, I'll have plenty of videos this year like I do every year. I'll have plenty of rants, vlogs, reviews. When the spring and summer hits, I'll have thunderstorm videos. I'll have some NHL 2K2 gameplays, or if I get any other video games, I'll do gameplays of those and my other existing gameplays or video games. Yeah, I'll have plenty of videos this year. So, cheers to a new year. Cheers. This is a flat Coca-Cola. I'm not gonna bother drinking it. But yeah, wish everybody the best of luck in 2020. Hopefully good things will happen to everybody. And yeah, so see you later, guys. Goodbye. I'll do more any type of videos I do. You know what videos I do, so see ya.